I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up the Twitter on fire.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm
sorry. My Lord. What did you just say? Stop the tape.
In a candid conversation between Raven-Symoné and Oprah Winfrey, the talented actress made a bold statement about her identity, expressing that she considers herself an American rather than specifically identifying as African American. Her statement caught Winfrey off guard, as the media mogul took a moment to process the actress' comment while jokingly warning her, "Don't set Twitter on fire." Why was Raven's statement going to set Twitter on fire? Nobody knows but Oprah herself. Raven-Symoné didn't get intimidated by Oprah's words as she went on to defend her stance, explaining that she doesn't know where her roots go. She doesn't know how far back they go. She doesn't know what country in Africa she's from. But she does know that her roots are in Louisiana. Therefore, she's an American, and that's a colorless person because we're all people. She went on to add that she has a lot of things running through her veins. But Oprah, who is used to people rolling with only her narrative, started telling Raven-Symoné that she was in for a lot of flack for saying she's not African American and decided to give her another opportunity to be precise about her perspective. And this was Raven-Symoné's response. "I don't label myself. What I really mean by that is that I'm an American. I have darker skin, I have a nice interesting grade of hair. I connect with Caucasians, I connect with Asians, I connect with Black, I connect with each culture. Aren't we all melting pots? Isn't that what America's supposed to be?"
I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up the Twitter on fire.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
My Lord. What did you just say? Stop the tape right now. Okay.
I will say this.
What?
I mean, I don't know where my roots go to. I don't know how far back they go. I can't go on, I don't know how far back, and I don't know what country in Africa I'm from. But I do know that my roots are in Louisiana. I'm an American, and that's a colorless person, because we are all people. I have lots of things running through my veins.
I mean, you're going to get a lot of flack for saying you're not African American. You know that, right?
I don't label myself.
Okay. So I want you to say what you really mean by that.
What I really mean by that is I'm an American. That's what I really mean. I have darker skin. I have a nice, interesting grade of hair. I connect with Caucasian, I connect with Asian, I connect with Black, I connect with Indian. I connect with each culture.
You are a melting pot in one body.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Isn't that what America's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's what it's supposed to be.
I also don't say African Americans. I find it cumbersome and confusing. Which part of Africa are we talking about? Egypt? Egypt is in Africa, but Egyptians aren't black. They're like the people in India. They're dark brown white people. But they're Africans.
George Carlin made some really interesting points, and I'll play the full clip in just a minute. If you've been following me, you probably already saw the video I shared of Smokey Robinson telling Chris Wallace off about a similar issue. But if you're new here, don't worry. I'll show you the clip again.
You have said that you resent the idea of being called an African American, that
Yes.
you are a Black American.
Yes.
Explain.
I think that when they call black people who were born and raised for generations in this country, if you accept the handle of African American, that says that you don't accept being an American American. You don't accept being born in Chicago or New York or Detroit or wherever you were born. For generations your family has been here, built this country too. Sweat and tears and all that, fought in every war, okay? So this is my country here. So I don't want to be called African American. I'm an American American. My people have died and done everything for this country.
Now, maybe it's just me, but I found it really disrespectful when Smokey Robinson told Chris Wallace he didn't want to be called African American, and instead of respecting that, Wallace went ahead and questioned him about it. Like, who are you to question someone about what they choose to be called? We didn't catch on to this right away, but the truth is, a lot of people who keep pushing this racial issue onto the black community don't really mean well for us. They want us so focused on race that we end up missing out on the bigger picture, and don't see the opportunities right in front of us to grow and progress as a community. That's their goal. They want us stuck, always complaining about not moving forward because of racism, instead of seeing how we can break out of that mindset. Here's the thing, most of the people who keep talking about these racial issues are the ones with the power to actually change things. They could fix the system if they wanted to, but they don't. They just keep pushing the same message every day, trying to drill it into our heads that we can't succeed because of race, while they continue to benefit from our struggles. But the thing is, we see it now, and we're not falling for it anymore. This is exactly what George Carlin talks about in his video.
Black people are rarely black. I see mostly various shades of brown and tan, and in fact, some light-skinned black people are lighter than the darkest white people. Look how dark the people in India are. They're dark brown, but they're considered white. May I see the color chart, please? People of color is an awkward phrase that obscures meaning rather than enhancing it. What shall we call fat people? People of size? I also don't say African Americans. I find it cumbersome and confusing. Which part of Africa are we talking about? Egypt? Egypt is in Africa, but Egyptians aren't black. They're like the people in India. They're dark brown white people. But they're Africans. So why wouldn't an Egyptian citizen who becomes an Egyptian who becomes a U.S. citizen be called an African American? The same would apply to South Africa. Suppose a white racist from South Africa becomes an American citizen. Couldn't he call himself an African American? If for no other reason than just to bother black people.